I wake up every morning knowing that big orange oompa loompa could just be one more French fry away from a giant widowmaker, y'all. Today could be the day, y'all. It could happen. It could happen, y'all. Good morning. Oh, and Trump supporters, you fascist, fake-ass patriots. You know, I went against my better judgment yesterday, and I gave that big old idiot the benefit of the doubt. People out there blaming him for that airplane crash. And I was like, don't do that. Don't be blaming Donald Trump. There's plenty of stuff to blame him for, but this ain't the thing right now. Let's let it play out. Let's let the investigation happen and find out what actually happened. Yeah, he fired a bunch of bigwigs at the TSAs and all that, but that don't mean it was his fault. Well, you know what? Screw him. I don't know yet. Maybe it is his fault. Let's go ahead and just assume that it is at this point until the investigation happens. And I wouldn't have thought that had he not got up on the TV and behaved like the big, hateful idiot that he is there. Fake-ass patriots. Getting up there blaming Barack Obama, okay? What y'all used to call the divider-in-chief. Let's not forget that it was Donald Trump that called him a Kenyan Muslim, that he wasn't an American citizen. It was Donald Trump that did that, you know. And by the way, while we were playing that game, why don't we just do it this way? Maybe it's Donald Trump, because that's his real name, that isn't an American citizen. He's most likely a German Nazi, all right? So anyway, back to my point. He's blaming Barack Obama and Joe Biden and DEI. Wow, y'all love talking about that DEI a lot, and you don't even know what it means or how it works. Do you? No, you don't. No, you don't. I can tell you how you think it works. You think it works like this. Let's say there's a black person, or what you'd say, one of them blacks, or you would say something else. You're going to have to use your decoder ring here because I'm going to use proper terminology, all right? So a black person gets a job, so you think that's DEI, right? Or a woman, again, use your decoder ring, gets a job, oh, that's DEI, right? Or a gay or transgendered person, decoder ring. Or how about this? A disabled person or a wounded veteran gets a job. You say, well, that's DEI. That's a DEI hire right there. See, that right there is called racism, misogyny, and homophobia, at the least. See, everybody who gets those jobs are qualified for the jobs. They're not just out there hiring people all willy-nilly like just because. No, those people are qualified, and probably in most cases better qualified than the mediocre white men that are out there applying for those jobs. See, DEI is a numbers game. That's all it is. Because of the population, because it is predominantly mediocre white men in the workforce, it allows for opportunities for smaller groups of people to be able to access those jobs. That's all it is. It doesn't mean they're not qualified. It means they have an opportunity to get them other than mediocre white men. That's what it means. That's all it means. Y'all are the ones that make everything about race and gender and sexual orientation all the time. You accuse the left of it, but y'all are the ones that are obsessed with it. Okay? So that's what DEI means, all right? Now, I know y'all never knew what it meant until about a year ago. Hey, and I'll admit, I never even thought about it myself. Didn't even really know what it was. Y'all are the ones that made a big damn deal about it. Hey, I guarantee you thought the same thing I did. Tell me I'm wrong. Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. Yep, DEI, Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. That's exactly what you thought it was too. Tell me I'm wrong. You know I ain't wrong. You know I ain't. But anyway, that's what it means. Now, you could jump in my comments and come in, insult me and all that stuff, because that's all you ever got. You never offer anything intelligent whatsoever. You just throw out some 6th grade insults out there and think you did something. Hey, for some reason, you're obsessed with my hairline. Hey, it's camera angles. I've got a full head of hair. I promise you I do. Now, you might be having a problem with your hair, but my hair is just fine. Now, what you might be looking at, I got a big old forehead there, and that's to conceal my big old brain that's back behind that forehead right there. Okay, pancake head. So anyway, you can go in there and throw in your insults and stuff like that because we find it quite entertaining, to be honest with you. All right. Hey, and here's a fun fact for today. Since you don't know what DEI means, I bet you think that this person I'm about to talk about is a DEI hire. Do you know who probably the most qualified person in all of Congress is? You're going to love this. Jasmine Crockett, that's right. A black female. That's right. Ooh, I know that stings, don't it? It stings. It burns. It burns. Here, blowing it, blowing it, blowing it, blowing it, blowing it. There you go. There you go. Shh, 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 shh. Yeah, there you go. Good boy, good boy. It'll feel better in a minute. Jasmine Crockett, yeah. She's probably more qualified than any Republican in all of Congress. In fact, I guarantee she is. All right? Oh, another fun fact. You'll like this one too. Do you know who the most qualified person is to ever seek the presidency? You're going to love this too. Kamala Harris, that's right. Another black female. Ooh, stop blowing it. I know it burns. Here, blow on it. Yep. Yeah, she is the most qualified to ever seek the presidency. Yeah, she's worked in all three branches of government. First person to ever do that there and run for the president. So anyway, neither of those would be your version of what a DEI hire is. They earn that on their own merit, all right? So anyway, glad we could clear that up. You don't know what DEI is. You're the one that makes it racist. You're the one that makes a big deal out of everything and then tries to flip it over on the Democrats, just like Dylan Mulvaney. I didn't even know who that person was until y'all made a big damn deal about it because Bud Light had the audacity to send them one commemorative can. Hey, but you know what? Once y'all did that boycott because you thought Bud Light was going to make your wiener fall off, well, y'all were the ones that really did Dylan Mulvaney and the transgender community a favor by blowing that whole situation up and bringing awareness to it. Great job. Okay? So anyway, y'all are the ones that blow everything out of proportion. You don't ever know what you're talking about because you always just get your information from Fox faking news and the Twitter spaces and Donald F. and Trump. All three liars. Okay? So anyway, I hope we learned something today, you fake-ass patriots. Inmate Trump.